fifth grade. I hope that that activity worked out for you. If it didn't, don't worry, just keep moving forward. It was more just an introduction to a new piece of technology I'd like to use with a little bit of our new topic, prepositional phrases included. So take a listen to this song.
Oh, when the sun goes down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
All right, I like to listen to that song because most of the words in that song are prepositional phrases. That's our new topic. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, on a blanket, with my baby, out of the sun, in love. Those are what we all call prepositional phrases. Now, I like to think of the prepositional phrases as the annoying teenage girl of the grammar world. You know this group, but can never go anywhere alone. They always come to the bathroom with me, come use the phone to call. We all know people like that. So prepositional phrases are usually never found by themselves. They're always going to have a word that joins them to form a phrase. If they don't, then they're either an adverb or they're being used wrong. More on that later. Now, prepositional phrases or prepositions have only a select number of words. It's a lot of words, but again, when we talk about verbs or nouns, there's innumerable amount of verbs and nouns, but this is a list of prepositions. And we're going to find some easy ways to pick them out. So first off, a preposition is always going to be the first word in a prepositional phrase, and the phrase is always going to end with the noun or pronoun. We call that the object of the preposition. You know, think about this word preposition, pre, coming before, and then the object is the last word. So I like to give you tricks. And to know if a word is a preposition, we're going to use what we call the bedbug trick. We're going to take a sentence like, we're going to take this specific sentence. The bedbug jumped blank the bed. Now, 90% of all prepositions in the English language will be able to fit into this blank right here. So let's try it.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
So I could have the bedbug jumped what the bed? Go ahead, shout them out. Make me hear them from my house. Yes, that's right. Oh, good one. Ooh, that was close. But let me give you some examples. So you might have something like the bedbug jumped over the bed. Over the bed would be a prepositional phrase, with over being your preposition. The bedbug jumped under the bed. Under is a preposition, with under the bed being the prepositional phrase. The bedbug jumped behind the bed. Behind is a preposition. The bedbug jumped on the bed. Look at that guy jump. On is a preposition, with on the bed being a prepositional phrase. Now it could even be a silly picture, like the bedbug jumped with the bed. Even though the bed doesn't often jump, it still makes sense. So there are, of course, because it's the English language, 8 total prepositions that don't fit into the bedbug sentence.
I'm very curious.
This is the big one. Of is always a preposition. And of course, it doesn't fit into the sentence. The bedbug jumped of the bed, unfortunately. But it's one we just need to remember. So how do we find a prepositional phrase in a sentence? Well, especially if you're doing the prepositional phrase unit, you know there's going to be one in there. So if I took the sentence, my friends and I searched under the bed, but couldn't find a book, the first thing we want to do is find the preposition. We want to see is there's a word that fits in the bedbug. And yes, under is a preposition that fits in the bedbug jumped under the bed. Now, my friends and I searched under the bed. The first word is the preposition. You want what did he jump under? And it's bed. So is under the bed the only prepositional phrase we'll ever have? No, there's all different kinds. So we talked about under the bed is just one of many prepositional phrases. We said under the boardwalk, down by the sea, on a blanket, with my baby, all those different things. Now, another good trick is to see if you could take the prepositional phrase out of the sentence. If you can, you're assured that you haven't mistaken a verb phrase for it. So I could still say, my friends and I searched, but couldn't find the book. But for example, if you thought and got mistaken that you thought that maybe couldn't find was your prepositional phrase, if I took that out of the sentence, it wouldn't make sense. My friend and I searched under the bed, but the book, right? So it's just a nice little check. The sentence should still make sense after you take out the prepositional phrase. So I want you to take a little pause here, find something to write with, and write down, if you can, the 6 prepositional phrases that are in these sentences. Hit pause on your video, write it down. By practicing, this is how you're learning. What do you think the prepositional phrases are? So hit the pause button, do these sentences, and then come back. Okay, now that you're back, let's take a look. The first one was along the beach. The bedbug jumped along the bed, we could say. Along what? Along the beach. Beach is our object. I could also take this out of the sentence and just say Javier and Elena ran. Number 2, through the doorway. Through the bed. And then you can find the end word, the object, through what? Through the doorway. I could say I walked and still have a fine sentence. Number 3, I bet a lot of you wrote is the best, but that's not right. It's in yellow jerseys. In the bed is a preposition. If you decided to choose is the best, if I got rid of that in the sentence, the team in yellow jerseys is not a complete thought. But if I got rid of the prepositional phrase for my check, the team is the best, that works. We have around the world, to our doorstep, and with 8 legs. Those are prepositional phrases. Give yourself a nice big pat on the back if you got all of those. Give yourself a hug if you missed a few, and don't worry about it. We'll keep learning them if you missed them all. Maybe rewind and start at the beginning of the video, though. Now, these are tricky. These are the words that do not fit in the bedbug jump blank the bed. But pause, try again. See if you can find the prepositions and prepositional phrases in these sentences. I'll wait. Hi, welcome back. So let's see. The first one is of chocolate ice cream. Remember that word of we talked about. Of is a big one. We have to the party. And except Aaron. Oh, I probably should have mentioned, you could have numerous prepositional phrases in your sentence. They can even begin the sentence. During the movie, in my teeth. And then the last one, until dinner. So that's it for prepositional phrases. If for some reason the other one didn't work, I wanted to give you a highlights video. And the fun thing about this is you can play and just help each other find them by giving them prepositional phrases. For example, if I was trying to find the crayon, I might say it was under the turtle, to the right of the long leaf, near the water, and on the log. Those would all give me hints as to where to find the crayon. Thanks for listening.
No, I didn't get that done. No, but I am almost to 50 followers on TikTok, and I can almost nail the savage dance. So I have been working.